First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shem, Yahushai, the brothers, the apostles, and to all the Akim, teaching this word in sincerity and truth. I just was impressed by Job, the book of Job, and how this guy, though he'd been put through all these kind of temptations, relied on his wisdom, leaned on the word, so that he can understand what he's going through. And the book of Job is, in my opinion, him going through this thought process. You know, many times when we're tempted, we're going through something, we often think, things like, why me? How's this happening? This is untoward, this is not fair, whatever. We go through this process of rationalization, and for me, the book of Job is him rationalizing. And just by the Spirit, I just jumped into Job chapter 5. This is just him thinking now. 5:1. Call now if there be any that will answer thee, and to which of the saints wilt thou turn? For wrath killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. I've seen the foolish taken root, but suddenly I cursed his habitation. His children are far from safety, and they are crushed in the gate. Neither is there any to deliver them. Whose harvest the hungry eateth up, and taketh it even out of the thorns, and the robber swalloweth up their substance. Although affliction cometh not forth of the dust, neither does trouble spring out of the ground. Yet man is born unto trouble, as sparks fly upward. That's sparks meaning kind of like fire sprites, and then like bits of the fire. Just looked it up. I will seek unto God, and unto God will I commit my cause. So this is him just thinking. Let's just go back to Job 4. Hold on. Yeah, so, sorry, got a bit sidetracked there. So this is Job just saying, you know what, I can see stupid people, foolish people just get all their stuff, they lose all, people rob them, they lose things from folly, bad luck, curses, they're crushed, your children are far from safety, and they're crushed in the gate. Neither is there anyone to deliver them. Everybody eats off their food. And the robbers come and take all this. And although affliction isn't something that is inherently in the earth, man is born into trouble. Like, we're always fighting affliction, we're always fighting to stay alive. I would seek unto God, and unto God will I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable marvellous things without number, who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields. Like, okay, so there's this God who puts things in order, even though it's strange, because affliction doesn't come out of the ground naturally. Man is always afflicted, man is always fighting it. And so Job is saying he's going to seek God who puts things in balance, even as he puts rain onto the dust of the earth. And he does marvellous things to set up on high who's those that be low, and those that mourn may be exhausted to safety. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. Let's have a look at crafty. Sly. So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. That means basically he frustrates all those evil plans, people with bad mind who's just trying to fuck you up. He's going to frustrate all that. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Yeah, wise guys, not real wisdom, but those people who think they're sneaky. What's this? Is skillful, wise, shrewd, so cunning, crafty, wily. He finds them in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Yeah, so people that are trying to people who try to be sneaky and try and twist things. Froward, to twist. Yeah, people try and twist things, try and confuse shit. He kind of, he carries, he takes their advice and pushes it forward. So he makes their plans execute. However, they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth, therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty. This is huge. When God corrects you, when God does something to you to teach you a lesson, you should be happy. Because the people that he doesn't correct, he will carry their plans forward and they will be thrown into darkness. Their plans will turn against them. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and make whole. This reminds me of a scripture another brother was talking about I think Lazarus, who the dogs licked his wounds, talking about how, the wounds were Israel, or the affliction of Israel, and the dogs licking it were the heathen that were not allowing the wounds to heal. And this is the same thing, and this is the sore on the wounds, the affliction is the sore, but now God bindeth up the wounds. He woundeth, and his hands make whole. His power, his signs, his miracles make whole, to heal. He shall deliver the troubles. Verse 6. Beyond the 5 fingers of the hand. So, on that, beyond the 5 fingers, meaning 6 means when you think you can take no more, or a number that's beyond what's expected. Yea, in the 7th there shall be no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge, the whip of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field. And the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee, and thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shalt not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and that thine offspring as the grass of the earth. Thou shalt come to thy grave in full age, like a shock of corn cometh in his season. Lo, we have searched It's so it is. Hear it and know that it's for thy good. So that's it, man. You stay with our power and you're going to ride through all these afflictions, these famines, these scourges, these pestilences. You be laughing. You be chill. Alright, I'm going to close out there. All praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shira Kwakadash.